Welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I updated the channel. There has been some developments that has made some significant changes within the company. Back in November, my dear wife was diagnosed with end-stage kidney disease. Um, we've been coping with it since then, and we've been finding ways to change our lives around that. And one of the biggest changes that we had to do was I had to start working from home. So we closed down our shop in Glenview, Illinois, and I am strictly working from home now. This is my new home office. This is where I'll be filming our all of our new YouTube stuff. Um, Good news, I guess, in a sense, is that it gives me more time to focus on these videos for you to bring you more information in the future. And also, I will be able to focus a lot of my energy on the e-commerce side of things to make sure I bring you the best pricing for all the products that we sell, and make sure you do get constant updates on our website, so you'll have the latest pricing, latest availability of the products, and things like that. To in the end, serve you guys better. So yeah, let's get on with the video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the brand new Nissan Z. Um, we were shown a lot of videos beforehand from Nissan, and everybody assumed it was going to be called the 400Z, but no, it's just being called the Z, which kind of snubs their nose at a lot of other brands that use the Z name, especially BMW with their Z3s and the Z4s. Um, but Nissan has been at this Z game for a long time. They started back in the 70s with their 240Z, then moved on to the 260Z, 280Z, 280ZX, 300ZX, 350Z, 370Z, and now what we all assumed was going to be 400Z, but now it is the Z. Um, it's going to be a 2023 model year for all of us, starting this spring. So it should be within weeks or month, where you should be able to go to a Nissan dealership and order yourself the brand new Z. What's so great about the Z is the price point. Right now, to find a decent rear wheel drive sports car that has plenty of power to get out of its own way, has the ability to be modified for better power, even with like good aftermarket support and things like that, is hard to find. Because I think the best car right now on the market would be the brand new Toyota Supra. But that excludes the four-cylinder model, which is the cheaper entry point model. And if you go with the six-cylinder model with the B58 engine, you're looking to spend 60 grand on a brand new car. 60 grand is a lot of money if you think about it. It's not an easy amount to spend on a car for a lot of people out there. Nissan knows this. And what Nissan did is they took the brand new Z and priced it starting right under $40,000 from what we've heard so far. Obviously, no real pricing has been opened up yet, but hearing that Nissan wants to start under $40,000 for their base model, it's an amazing starting point. So you're looking at competition wise, FRS, which is going to run you around $30,000. Um, and then you also have the Supra again, which is going to be around $60,000. Um, the FRS or GT86, BRZ, whatever the name they call it now, um, it's underpowered still. That's the problem with that car. It is still very much underpowered boxer 4-cylinder NA engine. I know the people that own it love it, but on paper, it doesn't seem like a fun car at all. Especially for the price you pay for $30,000. I mean, still 30,000 is quite a bit of money. You think you'd at least get a turbocharger in it. It's almost better to buy a WRX than to buy a FT86 or GT86 or a million names that they make that car under. Um, but this Z though, being that it's going to start under 40,000, probably going to be 39.98. That's how these car companies always market their values and their pricing. But even so, even with let's say you throw on all the options in the world, you're probably looking to peak right around $50,000. And if you're able to get decent amount of options and things like that for $40,000 to $45,000 car, that's actually pretty good in the current car market. There was a recent article that said the current vehicle, like average price for the current new vehicle, is around $45,000. So if you're able to buy a car under that current average price of all brand new cars and come up with a sports car that's going to be thrilling to drive, I mean, think about this. It's twin turbo V6, 3.0, comes with a manual gearbox or an automatic transmission, depending on what you like. 400 horsepower, 350 torque, rear wheel drive, and it looks great. I mean, they took the cues from the original 240Z and modernized it without destroying the actual shape of the car, and improved upon it. Now, obviously, you could still get you could take the money you're going to spend on the Z, buy an old 240Z, restore it, do the RB swap. I mean, those are great looking cars, and a lot of people can make that argument that that might actually be better than buying this new car. But I'm a sucker for new cars. I'm a sucker for all the new technology that's in the cars, like Apple CarPlay, high beam assist, and things like that. And this car comes with everything that you need. So when it comes to safety, it comes with automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection. So if you're an idiot and looking at your phone while you're driving, it's going to brake for you to make sure that you're not going to go to jail for hitting somebody. Um, it also has forward collision warning, blind spot warning, rear cross traffic alert, lane departure warning, high beam assist, and obviously the most important of all to me is Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. I think it's called, right. I'm an Apple guy, so I think it is an Android Auto is what it's called. But yeah, having all those options is huge. Like, yeah, old cars have their merits with being more mechanical. It's more, everybody says it feels more like you're there in control of the whole thing. But have you used Apple CarPlay? So okay, so we can move on from that. So with that said, the engine that's in the car, let's talk about that a little bit more. It seems like we're all kind of speculating, but it seems like it's the same engine that's in the Q60 Red Sport. It's the Infinity, which is luxury brand of Nissan. So technically, it's still the same thing. It's a Nissan. Um, that engine has been pretty good, from what I can see. There are some quirks, and people have complained about little things. But what car or what engine doesn't have little quirks and things that people complain about? And I'm sure when Nissan is coming out with a brand new car like the Z, if there were common issues with the Q60, they will address it before the Z actually hits market, because the Z will be driven even harder than the Q60s would be. A lot of these people are going to take it to the track, they're going to drift it and things like that. So if there was any issues before, I'm sure they will remedy everything before they launch the car. Um, with that said, this engine has a lot of potential. I'm seeing videos of people putting down over 400 wheel horsepower, almost close to 500 wheel torque, with just bolt-ons on the tune. It's, I mean, who needs more than that? I mean, I guess if you wanted more than that, it is a Nissan, so you're going to have plenty of aftermarket on top of that. So you're going to have turbo upgrades available. You're going to have internal parts available to upgrade your engine. If you have if you buy the manual version, I'm sure there's going to be clutch upgrades, flywheel upgrades, right, almost right off the bat. Um, being in the aftermarket industry, I've noticed in the past that cars like these, where the aftermarket companies know that there is going to be a huge following, they develop parts even before the cars are actually released to the public. So I can guarantee you, the first day the Z hits the market, there's going to be major car aftermarket companies like HKS, Greddy, and things like that, where they're going to have parts readily available for you right away for you to modify your car the minute you take your car off the dealership floor. So I think it all comes down to, would I buy the car if I had the money? And my answer is hell yeah, I would buy the car if I had the money. For $40,000, you're not going to find a car that's better. Period. For $40,000. Now, again, I'm gonna say, with a little asterisk here, when we're talking brand new cars only. Um, so yeah, I got only good things to say about this car. Only thing that I really want to know is, on their automatic transmissions, they say it's going to be the 9-speed automatic. I want to know more information on that. They're talking, if you go on Nissan's website, they talk about how the paddle shifters are off the GTR. Who cares? I mean, I don't care about the paddle shifter being a GTR. What I care about is the automatic going to shift like the GTR, or is it going to shift like your mom's Murano? You don't want that. Like, we want the shifts to be out there. We want the shift to be super quick. We want the shift to be crisp and precise. I mean, manual is great for feeling out the car. Everybody loves manual, but there are people that love their automatics, including me. Even my personal Z4 is a dual clutch type automatic, and I love the thing. So if the Z does come out with a very good automatic transmission that shifts like the GTR, or any other performance car automatics, then I think it definitely would be a good contender in all around for all sorts of buyers. You know, like, we don't want a slow shifting slush box. That's for sure. And if they do come out with a slush box, then I think that's going to be um, what's limiting for a lot of people that like their automatics. Um, and they'll have to think twice if they want to buy the Z, especially in the current market where there's so many automatic transmissions out there that are quick shifting, that are more performance oriented than they are for comfort and slow shifting, smooth shifting, things like that. So yeah, I mean, without seeing the car, without actually driving the car, I'm I'm gonna give this car a score of 9 out of 10. I mean, checks all the boxes. You've got the technology, you've got the exterior styling, even the interior looks really good. I mean, it is a huge step up from the 370Z. Um, the 370Zs were getting very, very outdated, and yeah, this is a huge step up. So it's a good thing. Um, with that said, yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. And if you have your opinions, if you want to, if you don't like what I said, or if you like what I said, comment below. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. No, let's just keep it civil. So tell me, are you going to order a Z yourself? I'm definitely considering it.